Like Hong Kong, Indonesia too appears keen to downplay piracy. Until recently, the Malacca Strait was the world's worst piracy hotspot. Conditions here are perfect for pirates. Heavy shipping traffic has to slow to a crawl to negotiate. Shores, there are hundreds of fishing villages to serve as pirate bases. There was growing international pressure on the Indonesians to use their considerable military muscle to sort out the problem. Suggestions were even made that off-duty Indonesian forces were implicated in local piracy.
The popular belief, right or wrong, was that the Indonesian authorities, or not the authorities, the Navy, when they were off duty, had a certain hand in this, but obviously this would be flatly denied by the Indonesian government.
Such accusations finally spurred the Indonesians into action. These men are undercover agents from the Navy's anti-piracy unit. They're on their way to the fishing villages which serve as pirate bases. The Indonesians say that through a combination of high-profile patrolling and clandestine operations, they've infiltrated and broken up local pirate gangs. But the Indonesians remain very sensitive about piracy.
Thank you very much for your question, and I'd like to answer your question.
In fact, the Admiral of the Western Fleet refused to answer any of our questions and would only read from a prepared statement.
I prefer to say sea robbery rather than piracy. The entire robbery operation had been conducted the whole years 1992, and this operation was carried out openly and clandestine.
Following their crackdown, the Indonesians declared the Malacca Straits a pirate-free zone. They told us that 47 captured pirates are being held in this stockade. Certainly, the incidents of local pirate attacks did end abruptly. But in December 1992, this record was put into jeopardy.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. This is MB Baltimore Shipper. This is MB Baltimore Shipper. This is MB Baltimore Shipper. We are attacked by pirates. Captain and Chief Officer killed.
The distress call came from the Baltimore Zephyr in Indonesia's Java Sea. It was advised to make for Singapore. But more trouble was to come. The Baltimore Zephyr was intercepted by an Indonesian gunboat. It was escorted to the Indonesian naval base of Tanjung Uban.
And then the Indonesian took us to the Tanjung Uban in the Navy fort. And then when we dropped our anchor in the Tanjung Uban, they got on board all the Navy, costume, police, and they interrogate us. Sometimes they interrogate us 5 hours, 4 hours, every day, nighttime or daytime.
The ship was held for a week with the bodies of the captain and chief officer still on board. The Indonesians refused to believe it had been attacked by pirates and blamed the crew.
Why they told us that we are in mutiny? Why I know that's a pirates because I saw a man in our ship. I also saw him a gun.
They never killed the captain or crew, but they only hurt and tied their hand.
Eventually, to get out of Indonesia, De Vera and the other survivors had to sign statements in a foreign language denying piracy and accusing the crew of mutiny and murder. Let's call it anything but piracy. No piracy in my backyard. But why? Why not admit it's piracy and do something about it?